Welcome to this week's episode of Kidlit 6. Each week we get to spend 6 minutes together celebrating book birthdays, connecting with authors, and discovering lots of great books to read. As a reminder, all the books mentioned in today's episode are listed down in the show notes below, so if you hear about a book that sounds interesting, you can look down there to get all the details.
Hi Kidlit 6 readers, my name is Alyssa Colman and I am the author of The Gilded Girl and The Tarnished Garden. In The Tarnished Garden, a young girl with wild, uncontrollable magic finds an invisible garden in the middle of the Tarnish, which is Manhattan's Lower East Side tenement neighborhood. There, she meets 3 adorable house dragon kittens who need her help finding their missing mother. She also meets a young boy who is so afraid of his own magic that he keeps his hands wrapped in wet rags. But someone else is looking for the kits in the garden as well. Someone who doesn't care what they have to destroy in order to obtain the kit's power. I hope you enjoyed The Tarnished Garden. I also would like to recommend Unseen Magic by Emily Lloyd-Jones. This is a delightful contemporary fantasy set in the Redwoods in Northern California. It's about a young girl in a charming tourist town who accidentally unleashes an anxiety monster of her own making on the town, and she is the only one who can stop it. It is funny and suspenseful, and I'm sure you'll like it.
This week's Kidlit 6 book of the week is Wink by Rob Harrell. Ross just wants to be a normal 12-year-old kid, but a sudden and pretty horrifying medical diagnosis take that chance away. He doesn't want to be the kid with a rare form of cancer. He doesn't want to be the kid that's going to lose his hair. He doesn't want to be the kid that has to wear a weird hat. He doesn't want to have a gunky ointment in his eye. And he doesn't want to be the kid that he knows everyone is whispering about and calling Cancer Kid. Ross is struggling to navigate what is his new normal. And then he discovers some art, music, and some new and unexpected friendships that are going to change everything. This is a book about a pretty difficult topic, but there's humor sprinkled throughout the book that just really help you connect with Ross. As an added note, the story is based on the author's own experiences with a rare form of eye cancer. So you're definitely going to want to pick up your copy of Wink. The day a book first comes out is called its publication date, but it can also be called its book birthday, and since that's a lot more fun, we're going to go with that. So let's get ready to celebrate a few of this week's book birthdays. First up is A Duet for Home. June and Tyrell both find themselves living in a homeless shelter. June just moved there, and Tyrell has been there for a couple years. They are an unlikely duo, but they bond over a shared love of classical music and a housing policy that's going to affect them both, and so they both want to fight back against it. Next up is The Tarnished Garden. This is the sequel to The Gilded Girl, and Izzy and Maeve are now settling into the Manhattan School for Magic, but things are not going well, and their school is in danger. Will they be able to learn to lean on one another to see if they can set things right? Next up is The Not-So-Uniform Life of Holly Mae. Holly Mae is so excited about her family's move from Canada to Hong Kong. She is absolutely sure it's just going to be an easy breezy situation and she'll be able to make new friends and everything will be great right from the beginning. But that's not usually how it works when you move to a new place. Will Holly Mae be able to adjust to her new life in Hong Kong? Next up is Packing for Kids for Mars by Mary Roach. This is the kids' version of Packing for Mars, and this is a look at all kinds of questions you might have about space. How do astronauts go to the bathroom? What happens if you vomit in your helmet? Is it true that they don't shower in space? Can farts actually be deadly in space? This book has the answers to all of these questions and more. Next up is Trouble at Turtle Pond. Miles is very excited about a fresh start at a new school. Things did not go well at the last school, and so he's determined that things will be different this time, and he won't be Mayhem Miles. So he sets out to make a great first impression and decides that solving a mystery would be the way to do that. The best way to celebrate a book's birthday is by reading the book. So head to your local library or your nearest bookstore and pick up your copy of these books today. Thank you for watching this week's episode. We love to hear about what books you're reading right now, and you can comment down below with what you're reading, or you can send us an email at the address listed down below. We hope you have a great week and happy reading.